You woke up as the lowest ranked gravekeeper at the sect. Your first time planting vegetables. You did it right on the demon lord's grave. Everyone thought you'd be torn apart by the deadly aura, but a wisp of blade intent drifted out from the grave, choosing you as its master. Even the powerful golden core beast guarding the Forbidden's land bowed all 9 heads and called me Lord, all because the blood in my veins is the key to open this divine grave. Just 3 days ago, you transmigrated into this world where the strong prey on the weak. It's been 3 whole days. No old master guide, no cheat skills, not even a body in good shape. You're just the lowest gravekeeper at the 9 Nether sect, born with crippled meridians, unable to cultivate at all, just because you accidentally dirtied the shoes of outer sect disciple Wang Hu. You got beaten half to death, tossed into the divine grave out back, left to die. Jang, you useless trash. Why aren't you dead yet? Where's your share of spirit stones this month? If you can't pay up, I'll smash your worthless bones today. Half an hour ago, Wang Hu's twisted, vicious face, his boot of black iron, stomped hard on your face, grinding your head deep into the dirt. That bone-crushing pain, the humiliation of being treated like an insect, still lingers deep in your soul. 3 days left. If you can't cough up 10 low-grade spirit stones by then, I'll chop off your arms and legs and feed you to the snakes in the pit. Wang Hu's cruel, savage smile as he left still rings in your ears. You grit your teeth, clench your fist tight, nails digging deep into your palms, blood dripping from your fingers. Unwilling to accept this, why does everyone else get to be some chosen child in another world, crushing everything in their way, while I have to stay here, getting stomped on like a dog? Even surviving feels like a luxury. Drip a bright red drop of blood, slides off your fingertip, and falls on the pitch-black nameless gravestone beside you. The blood is instantly absorbed by the dark soil, leaving no trace at all. At that moment, an icy, mechanical yet heavenly voice suddenly echoes in your mind. Detected host's blood matched with divine tomb aura. Binding in progress. Congratulations, host. The divine farming system is now activated. Your pupils shrink sharply, and your heart skips a beat. At last, the transmigrator's golden cheat is here. System, what can you do? You roar in your heart, breathing fast like a broken bellows. I am the divine farming system. Even though ancient cultivators have died, their arts remain, their Tao lingers on. Battle intent fills every inch of the divine tomb soil. Host, just plant anything on the divine tombs. As the plants grow, they'll naturally absorb the tomb owner's cultivation and skill essence. Once you eat the mature plant, you'll perfectly inherit all this power, with no side effects. Ding! Shockwaves roll through your mind. Farming growing crops on top of ancient masters' graves. All those broken gravestones dotting the hills, each one burying someone who once shook the world with terror. Sword immortals who split stars, undying demon emperors who suppressed all races, supreme alchemists who forged their bodies into cauldrons. If I can plant veggies on their graves, what kind of insane power will I grow? Your eyes turn red at once, burning with a wild hunger and yearning. Your hands tremble as you dig in your torn-up pocket. After a while, you pull out a dried-up, yellow seed. Just a regular cabbage seed, saved by the former host for food, picked up from the hills behind the sect. Never had the heart to eat it. You take a deep breath, lock your eyes on the giant, nameless dark grave radiating deadly aura right beside you. The gravestone's already cracked. You can barely make out 4 bloody ancient characters on it. Mad Blade Demon Lord. You'll do. No hesitation needed. With bloody hands, you claw out a small pit in the iron-hard earth. Blood drips from your forefinger, but you barely feel the pain. You drop that shriveled cabbage seed in the hole and cover it with dirt. Then you bite your fingertip without a second thought and let your blood fall onto the seed. System, plant it for me. Ordinary cabbage seed detected. Current soil infused with Mad Blade Demon Lord's lingering blade aura and demon blood essence. Plant is now mutating and growing in an instant. A terrifying aura chills you to the bone, shooting up from the grave beneath you. You jump back in shock and see deep in the black soil a giant ghostly shadow towering like a mountain. emerging from the grave, the shadows holding a blood-dripping mad blade, roaring at the sky, even ripping open the heavens with its blade aura. It's just an illusion, a leftover obsession. But even just this shred of will is strong enough to make the 9 nether sects' protective barrier groan and strain to the limit. Next second, all the phenomena get sucked down, rushing straight into that little hole. In shock, you watch as a crimson sprout bursts from the dirt, growing taller by the second. In just 10 heartbeats, a cabbage half a foot tall now stands silently on the grave. But that's no ordinary cabbage anymore. Its entire body glows monstrous red, every leaf vein shaped like a tiny razor-sharp blade. Even the air around it hisses and crackles as invisible blade aura slices through it. The Mad Blade Blood Spirit Cabbage is now ripe, containing 1% of the Mad Blade Demon Lord's blood essence and a trace of dominant blade intent. You stare at this glowing, deadly veggie bursting with blade aura, breathing heavy as a bull. In your eyes, gone is all despair and fear.
Now,
You've got a ruthless, Wolf-like resolve. You fix your stare on the luminous spirit cabbage and quietly swear to yourself, from today on, I'm done being a stepping stone for others. With no hesitation, you yank the Mad Blade Blood Spirit Cabbage from the grave, wipe off the dirt, and shove it right in your mouth. Crunch, you bite down hard. There's no fresh veggie taste, just an intense, bloody flavor, a wild heat that blasts straight to your head the moment you swallow the spirit veggie. It feels like you gulp down a live volcano about to blow. Insane spiritual power, like countless tiny steel blades, ravages every inch of your body and all your meridians at once. You throw your head back and scream in pain as your skin splits with endless blood-red cracks. Your whole body turns into a bloody mess, so overwhelming. Even if it's only 1% of the demon blood essence from the Mad Blade Lord, no mortal could ever handle it. But you grit your teeth. Even as your gums break and your mouth fills with blood, you hold on anyway. You force yourself through this pain that feels like it's ripping you apart. With a wild roar, the raging blade energy within you is finally tamed, and it starts to crazily transform your body. Your bones crackle like popping beans. Your muscles bulge like cages. The blocked lung meridians are slammed open by the violent force. Body refining level 1, level 2, level 3, level 5. In just a short moment, your power rockets up like a missile. You leap straight past the gap between mortals and cultivators, landing solidly at body refining level 5. And that's not all. You snap your eyes open. A strange blood-red blade light flashes in your pupils. It feels like a crisp blade ring echoes through the air. An oppressive force fills the space, spreading out from you, exploding in all directions, dominating blade intent. That's your biggest gain this time. And just as you break through, Jiusek's Outer Elders Hall, the head Outer Elder, Li Xuanji, who was sipping tea, suddenly jolts. Hot tea spills all over the place. He suddenly gets up, staring at the back mountain and the divine tomb, his eyes full of shock. Such terrifying blade intent. This dominating aura feels like it could split heaven and earth. Could it be one of the Grand Elders, who suddenly understood the supreme blade way in the cemetery? At the same moment, Zhu Yusek's #1 sword genius, Jian Wushuang, at the inner peak, sits cross-legged at the cliff's edge. Suddenly, his life-bound sword behind him shakes, letting out mournful cries, as if meeting a terrifying enemy. Jian Wushuang's eyes snap open. He sucks in a cold breath, staring hard at the pressure from the back mountain. Did a supreme blade cultivator just appear in our sect? That kind of blade intent I can't match. All of Juyu sect's top members are shaken by this fleeting blade energy. Outside the divine tomb, you feel power surging inside you like the sea. You clench your fists. So this is what power feels like. You look down at the thick layer of scabs forming on your body. A cold smirk appears at the corner of your mouth. Jang Yan, you bastard. Where did you run off to? Just then, a sharp, biting female voice breaks the tomb's silence. A pretty yet arrogant girl in Juyu sect outer disciple robes walks in with her lackeys,
taking big strides into the tomb.
Her name is Lu Jing, ranked 7th among the outer disciples. She's also the senior who used to bully you constantly. Following right behind her is Wang Hu, the guy who nearly beat you to death before. Senior Liu, that phenomenon just now, came from somewhere around here. There's gotta be some treasure, Wang Hu says flatteringly. Liu Jing scans the area greedily. Then her gaze lands on your bloody figure. She freezes for a second, then covers her nose, laughing coldly and looking disgusted. So it's you, the loser born with crippled veins. Speak up. Did you just see some treasure appear? Hand it over now. Maybe I'll let you die in one piece. In her eyes, a flunky like you isn't even as good as a dog. How could you cause such a phenomenon? There must be some ancient artifact here. You slowly turn around. Your cold eyes lock onto Liu Jing, like you're looking at a corpse. Out, the word booms like thunder. Liu Jing is stunned. Wang Hu is stunned too. Everyone stares at you in shock. This loser who never even dared to look up, now just told Senior Liu to get lost. How dare you? Wang Hu snaps out of it first, trying to show off in front of Liu Jing. He roars, draws his sword, and steps forward on body-refining power. His level 3 strength explodes. You little brat. How dare you disrespect Senior Liu? I'll cut your tongue out right now. His sword whips through the air, swinging right at your face. With a cruel, twisted smile, he thinks he's already won, imagining splitting your skull wide open. But you don't even move. You just lift your right hand slightly, making your fingers into a blade. No fancy moves, no wasted words. You flick your fingers, and a blinding blood-red blade flash cuts out like a death strike from hell, slicing through the air instantly. So fast, it's unreal. Wang Hu doesn't even have time to change his expression. Blood shoots up like a fountain. Wang Hu's whole right arm holding the sword, and his steel blade, get cleanly sliced off by that blood blade, flying high and crashing down 10 meters away, landing hard on a gravestone. It takes a full second before Wang Hu even feels the pain, spraying blood and a severed arm. He rolls on the ground like a dying dog, screaming. Then the world goes dead silent. Liu Jing's lackeys all start trembling in fear, their teeth chattering, looking at you like you're a monster. One strike to kill Wang Hu at body refining level 3. Didn't even use a martial technique, just pointed at him. The arrogance on Liu Jing's face freezes. Her pupils shrink to pinpoints, staring at you, voice shaking. Body refining level 5. And you have blade intent too? How is that possible? Weren't you a cripple? Jealousy and fear go wild in Liu Jing's heart. This guy can't be left alive. Even if you're hiding your strength, so what? In front of me, you're still an ant, Liu Jing shouts. She releases the terrifying pressure of ki refining level 3, holding nothing back. Boom, the air seems to freeze. There's a world of difference between ki refining and body refining. A crushing weight slams into your shoulders, making your newly formed bones creak painfully. You grunt, your legs shaking, knees almost buckling. Kneel for me. Liu Jing's face is twisted. Her power forms a giant invisible hand pushing down on you. You grit your teeth. Blood-red light bursts from your eyes. You want me to kneel? Who do you think you are? You think you're worthy? The berserk blade demon blood inside you is boiling wildly. That hint of domineering blade intent turns into an invisible sharp blade. It forcefully withstands Liu Jing's pressure. You didn't even kneel. Instead, you held up under that terrifying pressure and forced yourself to take a step back. You broke free from the center of the pressure. Liu Jing is shocked. A ki refining cultivator suppressing a body tempering one. Yet you just blocked it with blade intent. Just as Liu Jing was about to kill you and wipe you out completely. Who's in the back mountain? The sacred woods get noisy. A powerful aura from an outer sect elder is racing over fast. Clearly, they're coming to check on that surge of blade intent. Liu Jing's face changes. He knows he can't kill you today. He glares at you, his eyes vicious. You're lucky to be alive. The outer sect competition is in 3 days. I'll deal with you myself on the life and death stage. I'll crush every bone in your body one by one. With that, he kicks aside the wailing Wang Wu on the ground and rushes off with his men. The tomb area goes quiet again. You wipe away the blood at the corner of your mouth. your eyes sharp as blades.
Key refining stage 3, huh?
Still too weak. Night quietly falls, just as you're about to search for another grave mound. And keep working the land. Suddenly, from the deepest part of the tomb, that area, the life-forbidden zone even the sect leader dares not enter, a creepy skin-crawling aura emerges. Then a strange green light, like a shooting star, cuts through the endless night. It splits the darkness. The night is thick as ink. You stand among the ruined graves deep in the tomb area, staring at the flash of eerie green light from just now. Your heart suddenly jumps, but you don't move, because the killing intent is here. 3 ghostly shadows creep over in the night. They land without a sound. They surround you completely, in a triangle blocking all escape routes. Their cold, killing intent locks onto you. That bastard Liu Jang has silently turned away, his eyes totally calm. He couldn't even wait one night. The leader in black lets out a sneer. He slowly draws a poisoned dagger. Kid, just accept your fate. Senior sister Liu says she wants your head. Before he finishes talking about using you as a night pot. All 3 suddenly unleash their cultivation. Key refining stage 1. All 3 pulse with spiritual power, blowing the wild grass all around. In their eyes, you, Jang Yun, are just a useless body tempering servant. Sending 3 key refiners to kill you. What a waste. 3 poisoned daggers strike out like deadly snakes. They cut off any. Fast, ruthless, deadly. But you, not only did you not back off, you even smirked with utter mockery like an ant. Well said. With a flick of your wrist, a fruit appeared in your palm. It's pitch black all over, giving off a nauseating stench. Just before that green flash, you dug this from a wrecked tomb called Thousand Venom Ancestor. Grew it from a wild nightshade seed. A potent toxin blend. Your gaze sharpens. You clench your 5 fingers tight.
Bang!
A thick, dense black mist explodes around you. What the hell did you just blast? Pa, it's poison. The 3 men in black's faces changed dramatically. Wanna pull back? Wanna hold their breath? But it's too late to run. This is Thousand Venom Ancestor's life-stealing poison miasma. Even a key refinement cultivator can't handle it. Their screams instantly ripped through the silence of the tomb. The moment the venom touched their skin, it was like boiling oil pouring onto snow. It sizzled violently, protective spiritual power. But their flesh melted like paper in a blink. Bones started showing. What kind of dark magic did you use? The leader covered his face, eyes about to pop out, looking at you like he'd seen a ghost. No, even worse than a ghost. Dark magic? Your icy cold voice cuts through. I'll kill you. A blade's ring shatters the air. You form a blade with your fingers. Raging saber intent from the demon blade sovereign surges inside you, exploding with dominance. A blood-red saber light 10 feet long slashes out like lightning tearing open the night, sweeping out with crushing force. Desperate howls. Splurt, splurt, splurt. 3 heads fly into the sky. The headless bodies wobble, then collapse to the ground. 3 dead with 1 swing. The key refinement cultivators wiped out. You flick off invisible blood from your fingers, like you just squashed 3 ants. Right at that moment, clap, clap, clap. A round of applause comes from the darkness, unhurried and crisp. Impressive blade skills. Nicely done. A cool female voice sounds. Who'd have thought among the tomb guards of the Nether sect? Someone so fierce was hiding out. A figure steps out from the shadows, dressed in white, stunningly beautiful. Her vibe cold as the moon atop a snowy mountain. But what stands out most is that jade token at her waist, set with 7 stars, glowing dimly. A 7-star disciple. Among the inner circle of the Nether sect, only the elite are worthy of wearing it. Every muscle in your body tenses instantly. Saber light flickers from your fingertips once again. Warning bells ring. This woman is extremely dangerous. Who are you? You ask, voice low, still radiating killing intent. Su Qing'an, the woman in white, speaks up. Those chilly eyes of hers can't hide their shock and intrigue. She came here for something deep in the tomb, but didn't expect to witness this scene. A body-tempering servant took out 3 key refinement assassins in a flash. Even his saber intent carried poison. The so-called inner sect geniuses aren't even fit to shine his shoes. Don't be nervous. Su Qing'an gives a slight, faint smile. I'm not here to kill you. You killed Liu Jing's men? With his influence outside, you won't survive the night. But I can protect you. What's the catch? You sneer. Why would a 7-star disciple team up with a servant like me? Because you know poisons, and your saber can break through restrictions over there. Su Qing'an doesn't waste words. With a flick of her sleeve, a yellowed sheepskin scroll flies into your hand. It's an outer map of the burial heaven forbidden zone. There's treasure inside. Something big will go down in 3 days. Go with me. If we succeed, I'll get you into the inner sect. You unfold the map, scan it, and fall silent for 3 seconds. Deal. You put the map away. Quick and direct. Su Qing'an gives you a deep look, then disappears into the night like a shift in art style. Only her voice echoes back. Midnight, 3 days from now. Forbidden zone entrance. See you then. At the same time, outer sect of the nether sect. Liu Jing's private manor. Crack. 3 soul tokens with names etched in them shatter all at once. Liu Jing, waiting for news on his soft couch, shoots up in pain. Face pale as paper. 3 key refinement cultivators are dead. Sent to kill a weakling. All of them dead. His voice trembles, his eyes full of fear. Jang Yun, what exactly do you possess that can't be allowed to live? Cannot let him live. Suddenly he jerks around, shouts at the trembling maid nearby. Go get Elder Wang from the discipline hall. Tell him Jiang Jian colluded with the demonic path and murdered his own sect. Shabby wooden or thatched hut. You sit cross-legged, using moonlight leaking in, fixated on the map in your hand, your gaze, not even lingering on the spot Su Qing'an marked, just moving on down. Finally stopping at the deepest part of the map. A giant skull painted in blood-red ink, labeled Deadly Unknown Area. Your system, and that wild demonic blade blood inside you. Both roar and crave for that place. You lick your lips.
Eyes flashing.
3 days later. For the next 3 days, you stayed put, planting herbs and grass atop old graves. Wild herbs, wild veggies, planting whatever you found. Then absorbed the lingering power of ancient masters from their tombs for body tempering. 6 levels. Then level 7. Then 8. On the 3rd nightfall, your cultivation shot up like a rocket to peak body tempering level 9. Just 1 step away from key refinement. At the entrance to the burial heaven forbidden zone, black mist never disperses all year round, with howling winds and ghostly cries. Even moonlight can't get in. Dressed in black, you blend into the night, silently sneaking to the edge. You didn't wait for Su Qing'an to risk her life for you. That's not your style. You're going in first, to grab the biggest treasure. Just as you lift your foot to step into the black mist, stop, a harsh voice snaps, booming like thunder from behind a dead tree. Right after, the crushing force of key refinement level 5 slams down like a mountain. A young man in silver inner sect armor, carrying an ice spear, steps out of the shadows, looking at your servant's uniform like it's trash, eyes full of disdain. Inner sect law enforcer Hanju, a mere servant, dares enter the forbidden zone? He sneers, slams his ice spear on the ground. Crack, ice instantly spreads, freezing the air, with mist swirling. Kneel. Destroy your cultivation yourself, then crawl away. Hanju's voice is cold. Or else, you slowly lift your head. In the shadows, your eyes gleam scarlet. Block me, your voice is soft, but reeking of massacre. Seeking death. Hanju roars in fury. Let this be a warning. I'll let you unleash an ice spear, powered by level 5 key. Your full force turns the spear into an ice dragon. It bares its fangs and claws. With soul-chilling cold, it lunges for your face. This strike could freeze and shatter any weak body. Instead of dodging, you step right into the spear's light. Your battle blade rings out again. It tears through the night sky. Your hand grips the blade. The berserker blood inside you burns wildly. Tyrant blade art. Sever the river. Boom! A blood-red blade arc 3 feet long takes form, like a crimson lightning bolt that splits heaven and earth. It comes down with unstoppable power. The moment the ice dragon touches the blade arc, It shatters in less than half a second. Split like glass clean in half. Ice shards explode everywhere. Hanjo's arrogance freezes on his face. His pupils shrink to pinpoints. Terror twists his face beyond recognition. The blade intent becomes tangible. Blade intent? From a fragile weakling like you? Impossible. He screams and tries to pull his spear back. But it's too late to retreat. The blood-red blade slashes apart the spear. The ice dragon's momentum doesn't slow down. Like a reaper's scythe slicing through his body. Blood spurts skyward. Hanjo, armor and all, is cut clean in two from head to toe. Thud, two halves hit the ground. Entrails spill everywhere. His eyes are still wide open. Full of disbelief. A single slash and a level 5 elite is down. Such a chatterbox. You step over the corpse, not even glancing at it. You dive right into the thick black mist ahead. A wave of killing intent hits you. But your eyes are even colder than that aura. That blood-red skull mark on the map gets clearer in your mind. Death is certain here. But you grin, I'm going in anyway. You dive straight into the Forbidden's black mist. The view shifts instantly. There's no sky, only swirling blood-red fog. Under your feet, nothing but white bones snapping underfoot. Crunch, crunch. The air reeks of slaughter, thick enough to drive you mad. You barely walk a few steps. The space ahead twists suddenly. Countless golden sword lights appear from nowhere, tightly packed, like a storm forming a deadly web. Every path out is sealed tight. An ancient killing array, a remnant of the 10,000 swords immortal slaying formation. Even just a remnant, its deadly pressure, is enough to kill a powerful cultivator instantly. Asterisks, asterisks. Meanwhile, in a hidden cave outside the god tomb, asterisks, asterisks, an old white-haired elder in charge of monitoring the Forbidden's area is staring at you through a magic mirror, watching as you walk straight toward Shajin. He can't help but chuckle. A lowly servant like Zan Yang dares to charge into the 10,000 swords formation. Even the sect master avoids this killing array. Within 3 breaths, you'll be pierced through by 1,000 swords. Turn to mush. But the scene in the mirror wipes the cold grin off his face and leaves him completely stunned. You just stand there before the array, totally calm. You pull a cucumber out from your robe. A cucumber with strange rune patterns glowing on it. That's the array-breaking spirit gourd you grew on the grave of a 9th level array grandmaster. Crunch, you take a bite. Huff. Countless mysterious runes. All the life gates and death points of the 10,000 swords execution formation are instantly clear to you. No more secrets. You smirk, hands behind your back, strolling in like it's your own backyard. You walk straight into that terrifying sword energy storm. And then something truly shocking happens. The moment your foot touches down, those raging golden sword auras scatter like subjects before their king, splitting to both sides, clearing a wide path for you. All swords bow down. The whole formation retreats. In a distant cave, an old man with white hair drops his teacup. It shatters. He yanks at his own beard, his eyes about to pop out, shaking uncontrollably. Every sword falls back. The great formation recognizes its master. How is this possible? Even the founder of formations couldn't do this. What kind of monster are you? His mind is shattered. And you've already strolled through the sandtown unharmed, arriving at the very core of the Forbidden Zone, a ridiculously grand underground tomb. At the center is a giant bone altar, and a drop of blood floats above it, emitting a blinding golden light. Even the surrounding space is collapsing from its power. A single glance, and your blood boils like water. It's raging inside you, ready to burst out. Ancient divine demon blood. Your breathing turns heavy instantly, your eyes filled with intense greed. Swallow it, and your body will transform completely. You leap forward, reaching out to grab it, just as your fingers nearly touch the divine blood. A cold chuckle echoes, sick and sinister, like a snake hissing. It booms out from a dark corner. Well, a lowly rat like you still managed to get here before me. You made it all the way. Black mist surges. A man in a black 9 nethersec deacon robe, handsome middle-aged face, steps out from the shadows. an inner sect deacon. Wudu, peak of ninth level key training. Also the great elder of the outer sect. Zhuan Ming's most loyal dog. Wudu stands above, looking down at you. Greed and mockery all over his face. Kid, I gotta admit, you've really surprised me. Not only did you take out Hanjuo instantly, but you also walked through the 10,000 swords execution formation unharmed. He licks his bloody lips, his stare glued to the drop of divine demon blood. Breathing hard. Originally, Elder Zhuanming noticed you've been sneaky around the divine tomb lately, suspecting you found out we're smuggling sacred woods and selling them to the demon sect. That's why he sent me to get rid of this problem, meaning you. But who would have thought? Wudu bursts out laughing. Turns out you're not a threat, but an expert at setting up solid plans. You actually helped me find the legendary divine demon blood. The traitors finally exposed. The great elder Zhuanming is a spy colluding with the demon sect. Even the sacred trees on the mountain have long become their black market stash. Wudu unleashes his peak 9th level key training aura. Dark winds rip through the ancient tomb, scattering bones everywhere, grinding them to dust. Kneel now, he sneers, demanding your formation secrets. And that drop of divine blood, hand them over nicely. If I'm in a good mood, maybe I'll make it quick for you. And leave your body whole. In his eyes, no matter how defiant you are, you're just fragile. A fragile nobody compared to a dragon at the peak of 9th key training.
He could crush you with one finger.
But under this crushing pressure, you don't even glance back. You just stare coldly at the divine blood before you, the hint of a ruthless smirk on your lips. Your voice is soft and deadly. No need for you to know so much. Before the words are out, you move in no warnings. No hesitation, not even a glance back. You twist your hand into a blade shape, releasing the full might of the mad blade devil's will inside you, driving it to the max. A chilling blade shriek bursts out, echoing around the sealed tomb. The whole tomb drops to freezing cold. A 5 Jang long blood-red blade shoots out, like a crescent moon rising from a sea of blood, filled with absolute destruction. It slashes right at Wudu's waist. Wudu's manic grin freezes. His pupils contract to pinpoints. A deathly chill runs down his spine, like ice water pouring from his scalp to his feet. That blade force, how the hell does a body cultivator have that power? He is terrified, screaming wildly, pouring all his energy out, instantly forming 9 black energy shields in front of him, while also summoning a top defensive artifact, the Zhuan Tortoise armor. But he way underestimated the Mad Blade Devil's power. It slices through like hot knife through butter. The blood-red blade mows down everything, tearing through all 9 energy shields. Then, with a crack, the tortoise armor doesn't last half a second. Shattering to pieces, a fountain of blood erupts. Wudu's body freezes in place, eyes bulging, his face twisted in utter horror. What kind of monster are you? Before he can finish, his body slowly shifts at the waist, then snaps with a loud pop. In 2, crashing into the pool of blood, his guts spill everywhere, dead on the spot. 1 slash for the key training. 9th level peak. The inner sect stares at you. You calmly lower your hand, your eyes cold as ice. Without glancing at his body, you turn around and grab the ancient divine demon blood from the altar. The moment you swallow it down, it's like 10,000 volcanoes explode inside you. An unstoppable, violent surge of power. It instantly tears through all your meridians, skin cracking everywhere. The golden divine blood fuses with your own, mixing and reshaping like crazy. You roar at the sky, but your eyes are crazed and thrilled, devolving. The limit of body training is shattered. Legendary 10th level, body turns divine, is unfolding in you now. At the same time, 9 Nether Sect, Zhuanming Peak. Bleep bleep. In a secret chamber up high, a black soul token suddenly shatters. Into dust, the great elder in seclusion. Zhuanming snaps his eyes open. A fierce gold gleam blasts from his cloudy eyes. Wudu's life token is broken.
He jumps to his feet.
Gazing at the pile of dust, his expression dark as ink. Wudu was at the peak of 9th level key training. Who in the outer sect could kill him? Did our smuggling get exposed? Was he executed by the sect leader? No, Wudu's last message, was to take care of that servant called Jang at the divine tomb. Xuanming starts breathing fast. A gravekeeper born with crippled meridians not only survived, but also made a peak 9th level key cultivator fall. And that's not all. At this very moment, Xuanming suddenly turned his head, looking toward the god tomb in the back mountain. Deep within the tomb, a pillar of dark gold light shot up into the sky. Even the sect's grand barrier was shaking non-stop from this power. Such terrifying blood aura. A great treasure from the god tomb's golden lion just emerged. And that kid definitely got a heaven-defying inheritance. Extreme greed flashed in Xuanming's eyes, mixed with deep fear. This kid can't stay alive. If he grows stronger, or reveals the spiritual vein secret to the sect master, Xuanming will be dead for sure. Somebody, Xuanming roared in fury. His voice thundered across Xuanming Peak. Convey my elder's decree. Outer sect laborer Jang colluded with demons and killed fellow sect officers. Unforgivable crime. Activate the 9 nether heaven sealing array. Seal off the back mounting god tomb. I'm handling this myself. I'm going to grind his bones to ashes and shatter his soul. Boom! He pointed. And the entire 9 nether sect outer sect was shocked to the core. Countless outer disciples looked up, seeing that terrifying formation light up the sky. Their scalps tingled. The 9 nether heaven sealing array? Isn't that the grand array for fighting the 7 golden core monsters? Jang, that useless gravekeeper, actually forced Elder Xuanming to use such power. This is insane. The world's gone crazy. Asterisks. Inside the ancient tomb, asterisks. You slowly open your eyes, with faint golden shadows of gods and demons roaring in your gaze. Your whole body shimmers with a dark gold glow. With just a move, even space cracks under the pressure. Perfect body realm, stage 10. Just with physical strength, you could one punch a normal foundation establishment cultivator. But before you can savor the power surging in your veins, an unstoppable terror rips open the tomb's dome. It's torn apart by force. Endless formation runes weave into a massive net in the sky, sealing the god tomb completely. And then a giant old face formed out of pure spirit energy appears slowly in the air, via 100 feet across. A spirit projection of Elder Xuanming. His scary foundation establishment late-stage pressure crashes down on you like 100,000 mountains. You little brat, you hit well. The Xuanming projection towers above, staring at you like you're already dead. His gaze is cold as a corpse. Hand over everything you got from the Forbidden's grounds. Hand over the divine demon bloodline. And maybe I'll just extract only your soul. Light the soul lamp, and let your family live. Facing this crushing pressure, you slowly raise your head, standing tall like a spear, not bowing an inch. You look at the huge face above, and curl your lips into a mocking smile. Old dog, your voice rings out clear, echoing through the tomb, selling off the sect's spiritual veins. And now you're scared like a thief. As soon as you say that, Xuanming's face in the sky twists, and a murderous aura explodes. You want to die? Boom! Xuanming's projection roars. A giant spirit hand covers the sky, filled with destructive power. The very space shatters under this palm. A shadow of death instantly swallows you up. You think you can turn things around with just a piece of land? The elder's voice pierces your eardrums. How naive! Boom! Xuanming's massive spirit palm blots out the sky as it comes down. The ground on the outskirts of the burial heaven forbidden zone collapses dozens of feet instantly. Countless gravestones turn to dust. A spirit power storm sweeps in from all directions. Black cracks tear through the void. Even an ant dares to bark at me? Being obliterated is your only ending. Xuanming's projection lets out a cold snort. A furious strike at the late foundation establishment stage. Don't even mention the tempering body realm. Even those at peak key refining would be smashed to mush. But just as the dust starts to settle, old mutt, is that all you've got? Didn't you eat today? A cold and defiant voice, dripping with endless mockery, echoes from the bottom of the pit. What? Xuanming's projection suddenly jolts. For the first time, fear flashes in its giant eyes. In the center of the pit, your whole body radiates dark golden divine light. One hand raised to the sky, feet buried deep in the rock, muscles like iron cables, like an immortal war god from ancient times. With just your peak body-tempering physique, you've withstood a foundation establishment stage giant spirit palm. This can't be. Xuanming screams in shock. The voice is all distorted. You're not even at key refining stage. How can you have a body like this? What on earth did you obtain? Demonic inheritance? Never before seen shock. Demonic inheritance. A bloodthirsty smile curls at your lips. Within you, a wild saber, the intent of a demon lord's blade and ancient divine power, merge perfectly at this moment. Let me show you what real power is. Break, you roar. Your right arm explodes with power boom. A terrifying force like a tidal wave bursts out along your arm. The fierce spirit palm pressing down on you cracks with snaps. Then, in Xuanming's horrified gaze, it shatters apart, scattering into a downpour of light. Boom Xuanming's real body far away in the mountain's secret chamber suddenly spits out, a mouthful of blood, face pale as a ghost. His projection is forcefully destroyed. You damn brat, that was no small feat. I'm going to kill you myself. Xuanming is completely losing it. But he doesn't dare enter the forbidden zone himself. There are ancient seals in there. The stronger you are, the worse the backlash. Seal every exit to the forbidden's ground. Activate the kill array. I don't believe he can hide forever. Asterisks. Deep within the forbidden zone. Asterisks. Shattering Xuanming's projection with a punch. You're not unscathed. Your right arm's skin is torn and bleeding. Golden blood drips from your fingertips. Foundation establishment power. I really can't tank it head on yet. Your eyes are icy cold. But you stay calm. You know all exits are now sealed. That old dog Xuanming's cast a net everywhere. If you want to survive and crush him, you only have one way. Break through. At any cost. Shatter the limits of key refining. You turn away without hesitation, heading straight to the deepest part of the Forbidden's land, toward that absolute darkness that even light can't reach. The deeper you go, the more terrifying the evil energy. Suddenly, roar. A beast roar shakes heaven and earth. It comes from the mist ahead. Then a huge monster appears, covered in blood-red scales, with 9 heads, terrifying and fierce. Emerging from the dark, guardian beast of the Forbidden Zone, 9-headed nether serpent. It's bound tightly by ancient chains, covered in deep wounds down to the bone, but its aura is 10 times more terrifying than Elder Xuanming, a great demon at Golden Core stage. Its 9 huge heads glare straight at you, fierce and hungry among crimson trees. Human, I'll swallow your head. It speaks human words, opens its bloody jaws wide, and lunges at you with a smelly gust. Faced with this despairing threat, you don't back down an inch. You flip your wrist and pull out a watermelon-sized, flame-covered cabbage from your system space. You grew this mutated delicacy by pouring divine blood on a beast lord's grave, the Nirvana feast's top dish. You sneer, want a bite of me? Try this instead. You hurl the flaming cabbage right at the serpent. Whoosh, the cabbage emitter releases a surge of ancient beast bloodline aura. The rampaging 9-headed nether serpent. The moment it smells this, all 9 heads freeze. In those red eyes, you see a desperate, almost human craving. An utter disbelief. It gulps down the cabbage whole. Next second, a blaze of nirvana fire erupts across its massive body. The ancient wounds that tormented it for millennia start healing at a speed you can see. The bloodline is alive again. This is the legendary Nirvana elixir. The 9-headed nether serpent's stunned voice shakes. Its gaze on you is forever changed. All arrogance gone. You stand with hands behind your back, looking right at the golden core demon beast. Your voice is calm, but carries unshakable authority. If I can give you one, I can give you another. Let's make a deal. Protect me as I cultivate. Keep those flies outside at bay, and I'll heal your wounds and set you free. The 9-headed nether serpent is silent for a long time. Its 9 huge heads slowly bow down. Deal. Alliance with the Forbidden's land secured. With this demon beast as your guardian, you can finally go all out for your last breakthrough. You stride right up to a lone grave at the Forbidden Zone center. This grave has no headstone, but gives off an Overpowering sword energy that makes the whole world tremble. Ancient chaos. Sword Emperor's tomb. You take a deep breath, reach into your robe, and pull out the last mysterious seed from your system's rewards. Bite your finger. Let a drop of your purest divine blood fall right onto the seed. Then plant it at the Sword Emperor's grave. Ancient chaos detected. Sword Emperor resonance. System recognizes the infusion of divine blood. Spirit vegetable cultivation experience breaks through the limit. System upgrading. Congrats, you've grown a peerless immortal. Chaos Sword Dao Blue Lotus. Rumble. In an instant, the entire Forbidden Zone shakes violently. A lotus radiating chaotic energy. Each petal, like a world unto itself, blooms on the grave. It explodes into glorious bloom atop the tomb. An indescribable fragrance fills the air. Even the nine-headed guardian is stunned. Its eyes nearly pop out. Peerless, immortal elixir. Who is this kid, really? You don't hesitate, and pluck the chaos. Saw the azure lotus and shoved it right into your mouth. Swallowed it whole. It turned into a chaotic surge, like splitting heaven and earth. Shot straight into your dantian. Breakthrough for me let out that mighty roar. Your black hair whipped wildly. The unbreakable barrier inside you crumbled under the force of chaos. Shattered instantly like paper. Key refining stage 1. Key refining stage 2. Key refining stage 3. Power sword non-stop. Only stopped barely at key refining stage 5. But that's not even the scariest part. The real terror is inside your dantian. You didn't form ordinary spiritual power. Instead, something full of chaos energy formed. A chaotic divine Tao core suppressing all things. A god-tier foundation was taking shape, right at your breakthrough moment. Heaven and earth connected, above the entire Nine Nether sect. The clear sky was suddenly covered by endless black clouds. Then, a giant chaotic sword shadow split the heavens. Hung above the highest point of Nine Nether sect. Thousands of swords began to ring out. Inside the Nine Nether sect, from the sect master, down to even the outer disciples. Everyone's sword flew out of its sheath uncontrollably at that moment, trembled madly toward the Forbidden's burial ground. Like worshipping their king, strange phenomena appeared. All swords bowed to the sect. Just formed. The legendary Supreme Tao Core? Who is it? Who is this peerless monster? Breaking through inside the Forbidden Zone? Nine Nether Sect Main Hall. The sect master broke out of closed training in shock, staring at the sky, shaking all over, tears streaming down his face. Over at Zhuanming Peak, Elder Zhuanming stared at the terrifying omen. His legs gave out, collapsed right onto the ground, his eyes full of helpless despair and terror. No way, impossible. Absolutely impossible. It's that servant. Deep inside the Forbidden Zone, the raging spirit vortex faded away. You opened your eyes. Your left eye seemed to contain endless blood and demonic abyss. Your right eye flashed with chaotic sword light that split creation. You clenched your fist, feeling the world-shattering power inside you. A cold smirk appeared on your lips. You raised your head. Your gaze pierced through all the killing aura, locked right onto Zhuanming outside. Zhuanming, you old dog. You spoke in a low voice. Your tone was icy cold. Clean your neck and wait for me. This isn't just a comeback. This is a total upheaval. Asterisk, asterisk. Nine Nether Sect Outer Gate Death Arena. Asterisk, asterisk. The sun blazed overhead, but the whole plaza felt so suffocating. It was hard to breathe from the pressure. Tens of thousands of outer disciples packed the huge stone arena. Everyone's gaze was locked right on the center, on that proud young man in red. Outer Gate's top prodigy. Zhuanming Elder's favorite student, Zhao Yan. He crossed his arms. Surrounded by dark red flames you could see with your eyes. The flames seemed alive. Even the air around him warped and twisted, making sizzling noises. Jang Yang, that turtle, Zhao Yan's voice, sharp and fierce, boomed across the plaza like thunder. Still hasn't shown up. Go die. At the top viewing platform, Elder Zhuanming sat upright. His face was so dark, it looked like water might drip off. Ever since you shattered his spirit projection with one punch? Restricted by sect rules. He can't hunt you down in person. So he sent his best disciple. At level 9 key refining. Peak stage with a mutant fire root, who also refined a strand of nether poison fire. Senior Zhao is at the level 9 peak. That loser Jang Yuan, even if he got lucky, he definitely won't win. Zhao's nether poison fire is feared even by Foundation elders. Jiang Yan is dead today. Countless disciples whisper below, looking at Zhao Yan with awe. Liu Jing clenches her dress in the crowd, her gaze full of venom. Jiang Yang, you killed my man. Today you die by Senior Zhao's hand, just as everyone thought you'd fled and prepared to leave. Asterisk boom. Asterisk from the distant void. A deafening blast echoes. Right after that, a dark shadow like black lightning, carrying an extreme fury. A terrifying aura that crushes all, crashes onto the stage center. With a heavy bang, the solid basalt arena, under your single step, shatters like a spider web. Rocks fly everywhere, and the blast blows nearby disciples away. As the dust clears, in black robes you slowly look up, with those deep eyes. Left eye, a sea of blood. Right eye, chaotic sword light. A level 5 key refining pulse sweeps through the crowd. Total silence. Thousands fall dead silent instantly. A level 5? In the stands, an outer sect elder rips his beard in shock, his eyes nearly popping out. How is this possible? 3 days ago, he was just a powerless servant. Asterisk gulp. Asterisk Liu Jing swallows hard, her legs shaking uncontrollably. Level 5 key refining. And that pressure is scarier than Zhao Yan's. Everything he's proud of is just a joke before you. Hey, level 5. Zhao Yan snaps out of his shock, arrogance filling his face again. Mere level 5. Before my nether poison fire, you'll be nothing but ash. Nether poison fire. Burn! Xiao Yan roars, quickly forming hand seals. Red flames soar 100 feet, turning into a fierce fire lion, opening its massive jaws. With ocean boiling heat, it lunges at you madly. Flames skyrocket, and the temperature spikes, even hundreds of feet away.
Disciples' hair starts singeing.
Such terrifying spirit fire. Jang Yan is finished for sure. Everyone gasps in shock. Facing the wall of fire, you don't even flinch, not even using a shield. Asterisk boom. Asterisk the lion swallows you whole. Red flames cover half the stage. You fool. Didn't even dodge. Burned to ash, aren't you? Zhao Yan laughs at the sky, relishing his sweet revenge. Elder Zhuanming sighs in relief, a cruel smirk on his face. Liu Jing is ecstatic below, but for some reason, looking at the flames, she feels a hint of unease. Is that all the heat? A cold, mocking voice, like a whisper from hell, echoes from the fire's core. Are you just tickling me? What? Zhao's laugh stops. His eyes bulge out, like he's seen a ghost, staring hard at the fire. In the steel-melting flames, a tall figure walks out, completely untouched. Even your old black robes have no singe marks at all. How is this possible? My fire burns foundation levels. How did you block it? Zhao Yan screams shrilly, losing his mind. You... Don't answer, just open your hand, holding half a crystal clear. Arctic cold piece of garlic. Back in the forbidden zone, using frozen graveyard soil, you grew eternal ice soul garlic. As the fire swallowed you, you ate half of it. Asterisk crunch. Asterisk before everyone. You toss the rest in your mouth and bite down hard. In an instant, an insane chill centers on you, exploding like a nuke. The sky turns dark, from the scorching sun to heavy falling snow. All the fire on the stage, the moment it hits the cold, without even a flicker, starts cracking loudly and freezes into red ice. My fire is frozen. God, what sorcery is this? It even froze spirit fire. What divine medicine was that? The elders stand up together, gasps filling the whole arena. Their skin is crawling. No, impossible. My spirit fire. My trump card. Zhao looks at the frozen fire, his spirit completely shattered. Everything he was proud of is pathetic before you. Done playing with fire? Your eyes are sharp as blades. Now it's my turn. You take one step, your internal engine roaring. A blade rings through the sky. Your fingers act as a blade, merging chaotic energy with a demonic red glow. instantly tearing through. Void Overlord blade. Sky-shattering strike. 100-foot blade light, with suffocating death pressure, crosses the distance instantly, towards Zhao Yan. Master. Save me, Zhao Yan screams, wailing like a dying pig. You dare, boy! Elder Zhuangming's eyes bulge, his foundation power erupting, rushing to save him. But it's too late. Your blade is too fast. Blood sprays like a fountain. Before thousands of eyes, Zhao's arms are sliced off and fly into the air. Asterisk bang asterisk. You teleport before him, stomping hard on his chest, forcing him to his knees. His ribs shatter audibly. Dead silence. The entire outer square is quiet enough to hear a pin. Peak level 9. Zhao Yan, with his spirit fire, couldn't even take one hit, now crushed like a dog. Brother Jang, begging for mercy, Zhao Yan coughs up blood. His arrogance is gone from his face. Only endless fear and pleading remain. Down below, Lu Jing has collapsed to the ground. She stares at the boy in black on stage, godlike and terrifying. Her last mental defenses shatter. An overwhelming regret fills her heart. If I hadn't humiliated him back then, but tried to flatter him instead. With his talent, I could have even been his woman and shared this glory. Now he's indecisive. Even at this moment, he almost wants to kneel at your feet, shamelessly begging you for forgiveness. Jiang Yan instantly lets go of Zhao Yan, or this elder will tear you to pieces. Elder Zhuangming stands on the edge of the stands. His murderous aura boils over. He glares at you, facing the elder's high and mighty threat. You slowly turn your head to look at Zhuangming. There's a cruel, cold smile on your lips. Old dog, you sure make yourself heard. You say let go and I should just listen? The moment you finish speaking, you stomp hard with your foot. Bang! The whole place erupts in terrified screams. Zhao Yan's head bursts like a watermelon. You crush it with one fierce stomp. Red and white splatter everywhere. Decisive and ruthless. Never any hesitation. If I say I'll kill you, I'll kill you. Even the King of Heaven couldn't stop it. Little bastard, I'll kill you. Elder Zhuangming is seething with rage. He suddenly spits out a mouthful of blood. He nearly falls off the stands. You scan the crowd coldly, wherever those icy eyes land. All the disciples lower their heads. No one even dares to breathe. This is the power of true strength. But just as you're about to leave the stage, your brow furrows sharply. Deep in your heart, the ancient demon blood suddenly throbs violently. Then, a barely noticeable, yet terrifyingly huge evil aura flashes from deep beneath Juyu sect. That power isn't from any Juyu sect technique. It's all about demonic blood and strangeness. You stop moving. You clutch your chest. Your eyes grow deeper than ever. Shadows within the sect. You whisper to yourself, run deeper than I thought. Late night behind the mountain by the god's tomb. That place. A deadly land shrouded all year in fog and chill. You sit cross-legged before a nameless lone grave. Moonlight falls on your cold, sharp face. A chilling meaning reflects in your eyes.
Today,
That monstrous evil you felt on the life or death stage made you sure that Jiyu sect is hiding a shocking secret. As for Elder Zhuangming, he's nothing but an obvious pawn in this massive plot. Come out, you say coldly. With a flick of your wrist, a soul-capturing bottle glowing green appears in your palm. A magic weapon crafted by Zhu's secrets. That day, at the edge of the Forbidden Zone, after you slashed inner sect enforcer Hanju, you easily imprisoned his escaping remnant soul. You pop open the bottle. A faint, transparent wisp of remnant soul floats out. In mid-air, it forms into Hanju's terrified face. Grandpa Jang, spare me. Please, have mercy. Let me reincarnate, please. I won't ever go against you again. As soon as Hanju's soul appears, he immediately drops to his knees in mid-air. He bows frantically. His voice shakes. He just can't help being scared. Locked inside the soul prison bottle these days, he saw every terrifying scene of your breakthrough in the Forbidden Zone. Even watched you crush Zhao Yan's head with one stomp. This former gravekeeper isn't even human. You're like the god of slaughter. Your eyes stay cold and calm. You look at him like he's an aunt. As a core inner sect enforcer and Zhuangming's trusted aide, You should know a lot. So, tell me, who's really behind Zhuanming? What's the true secret buried in this god tomb? All you see is a hint of chaotic blade intent, hovering over Hanju's soul. If you lie even once, your voice is icy. I'll make your soul vanish forever. Gone for good. Sensing the blade intent, that could erase him in an instant.
Hanju's soul screams in terror.
He spills everything like beans falling out of a bag. Okay, I'll tell you everything. Elder Zhuanming, that old dog,
He betrayed the Jiu sect long ago.
secretly joined the Heavenly Demon Sect, the #1 demonic sect in the North Wastes. Hanju swallows nervously. Even though he doesn't actually have saliva now, his voice goes sharp from terror. Their smuggling of the god tomb's spiritual veins is just a cover. Their real goal is to find a key to unlock the god tomb's seal. Your brow arches. A seal to break a seal? Hanju's soul nods like crazy, his eyes full of awe for ancient legends. The outside world thinks this god tomb is our Jiu sect's graveyard for ancestors throughout history. But in reality, the god tomb was here first. The Jiu sect came after, tens of thousands of years ago. This place was the battlefield of an ancient god war. Countless legendary demon lords and sword immortals fell here. And deep beneath this ancient battlefield is sealed away a being that could destroy all of North Waste. The founder who established Jiu sect was really just a grave watcher, ordered to guard this seal. The true ancient clan that suppressed the terror was the primordial Jang clan. The moment you hear Jang clan, your pupils constrict. Your heart skips a beat. The primordial Jang clan. Your last name is Jang too. The original host was an orphan, abandoned at Jiu sect as a child, born with crippled veins, assigned to guard the tombs in the back mountain. So, was all this never a coincidence? Hanju's soul watches your shifting expression, as if realizing something. His spirit form stands upright, trembling. Senior brother Jang, did you never notice? Zhuanming kept targeting you, even sent Wudu to assassinate you, not because you tainted anyone's blood, or stumbled upon some secret, but because of your blood. Hanju's voice is shrill, like he's seeing the scariest thing ever. Heavenly Demon Sect's experts calculated fate, figured out the primordial Jang clan, had one last orphan left here. Only pure Jang blood can bypass the ancient seals of the god tomb and awaken the legacies of fallen powerhouses. Your crippled veins aren't natural. They were put there by the Jang clan to protect you. With the eternal sealing lock, you suddenly awaken lately, causing supernatural phenomena inside the tomb. Hanju stares at you in disbelief, his eyes full of shock. You're that last Jang orphan. You know the secret ritual to awaken the god tomb. Boom. Like thunder explodes in your mind. Now everything clicks. Why? Did you transmigrate here and bind to the sacred wood farming system? Why your blood could change the ancient soil of fallen gods? Why did the system alert say your blood matches the sacred wood's power? The system isn't random. It's an ancient magic tool, born from your Jang blood waking up. The original you wasn't useless, but carried the fate of suppressing ancient demons, the last heir of a legendary clan. So that's how it is. You whisper softly. A burst of dazzling golden light flashes in your eyes. All that humiliation, all that bullying, all the hidden threats. At this moment, it all makes sense. Elder Zhuanming, Heavenly Demon Sect wants to use your blood to unseal it and unleash that ancient terror. Grandpa Jang, I've told you everything I know, so maybe now you can. Hanju's soul backs cautiously. You give him a cold look. You know too much. No, you made a vow.
Bang!
Without hesitation, you clench your fist tight. The chaotic blade intent crashes down, erasing Hanju's soul completely. He's wiped from existence. No mercy in killing. Never leave threats behind. The night wind howls, flapping at your black cloak. You slowly rise up. Your eyes sweep the broken tombstones all over the mountain. You once thought this was hell. Now you know, this is your domain, left for you by the primordial Jang clan. An endless treasure trove strong enough to rock the world. That old dog Zhuanming and Heavenly Demon Sect want me for a key. Then I'll use the power of these tombs and bury you all with that so-called great terror. Bury you all together. You look up at the stars. and murmur, "This path. No one can stop me now." Burial sky realm. A blood-red moon hangs high. An endless killing aura surges like a boiling ocean. On this ancient battlefield where countless powerhouses are buried, it rages wildly. But right now, this absolute dead zone where even the sect master dares not go, suddenly falls silent. You, dressed in black, look like a demon god descending. With a single step, you crush the tomb of a sword lord 100 feet tall. Behind you follows a mountain-sized, terrifying beast. A gold core realm demon, the nine-headed nether python. On its broad back stands a figure dressed in white, as cool and elegant as an immortal Su Qingyan, Jiu Sect's 7-star disciple. But now, the girl who always stood above everyone, the cold, unshakable inner sect genius. Her stunning face is now, but his face showed pure shock. Even his sword hand was shaking a bit. What the hell is he trying to do? Su Qingyan stared fiercely at your back. He felt like his whole worldview was crashing down. In these 3 days, he watched you act like a tireless maniac, clearing out this forbidden burial ground like crazy. Those ancient seals strong enough to kill even nascent soul cultivators in an instant. Those deadly supreme formations were like paper before you. You didn't even have to break them. You just dripped a drop of that dark golden blood. The rampaging formations then backed off, like meeting their king. My lord's bloodline is the true ruler of this divine tomb. The nine-headed nether serpent lowered all 9 heads at once, its voice filled with deep soul-level fear. Su, stop with your silly pride. Being able to follow our lord is your destiny, this life, not something your ancestors earned with good fortune. At that moment, you stopped walking. Before you lay a sprawling, ancient graveyard glowing with 5-colored light, over 100 tombs in all. Each gravestone is engraved with a name that shook the entire northern wasteland cultivation world. Devourer Emperor, 9-turn Pill Lord, Reincarnation Sword Immortal. You took a deep breath. A wild look burned in your eyes like never before. System, exchange all my advanced seeds. Today I'm taking over this place. Ding, used up all your shock points. Exchange successfully for 100 top-tier heaven-class seeds. With a turn of your wrist, over 100 glowing immortal seeds floated in the air. Then, with your fingers like a blade, you slashed your own wrist without hesitation. Scalding dark gold god-demon blood poured out. It was like a golden rain of blood, spilling everywhere, landing right on the 100 ancient tombs. Grow for me. Boom! As you roared, the entire burial ground the whole land of the 9 nether sect, erupted in chaos. Indescribable visions of terror swirled wildly in the sky. High above the 9 heavens, you could faintly hear celestial chanting, demonic roars, and a storm of arrows. The spirit energy from miles around seemed fatally attracted, turning into a visible spirit storm, surging crazily into this graveyard. Oh my god! Su Qingyan's legs went weak, and he collapsed right onto his nether horse. He stared dumbfounded at this mythic scene.
His mind completely lost it.
From those 100 tombs, you could see with the naked eye, plant after plant, of world-shaking, peerless, immortal herbs, shooting up like bamboo after rain. There was one shaped like a real dragon, the devouring demon dragon fruit wrapped in chaotic lightning. Some had 9 petals blooming, each petal carrying a law of the 9-turn creation golden lotus. There was a crystal clear, reincarnation sword bone shoot radiating power of rebirth. Gulp, the 9-headed nether serpent stared with its 18 eyes, wide as lanterns. Drool poured down like a waterfall. It had lived 1,000 years, never even heard the names of these herbs. You casually picked a devouring demon dragon fruit and tossed it to the nether serpent, then threw a 9-turn creation lotus to Su Qingyan. This is for me? Su Qingyan held the creation lotus that could stir up bloody battles across the whole northern wasteland cultivation world. His voice trembled violently. Your voice is unquestionable. You pull out over a dozen rare spirit herbs yourself and shove them into your mouth like you're eating carrots. Whoosh, 3 terrifying beams of light shoot into the sky. The moment Su Qingyan swallows the golden lotus, his inner bottleneck shatters instantly, Foundation early, foundation middle, foundation late, he rockets through the stages.
He finally stops just a hair away from the golden core.
He feels completely reborn. A nine-colored immortal light swirls around him, like a real goddess from the heavens. And the nine-headed underworld python lets out a sky-shattering dragon roar. After swallowing the demon dragon fruit, the bloody scales on its body instantly morph into dark gold dragon scales. Its nine heads merge into one. It forcibly sheds its snake body, transforming into a pure-blooded ancient magic dragon 1,000 feet long. All thanks to your 7 demon queens. Thank you, Master, for granting me this fortune. From now on, my life belongs to you, Master. The demon dragon bows and bangs its head wildly in front of you. The ground trembles. As the main character, you now undergo a massive transformation. Hundreds of ancient powerhouses turn into spiritual vegetables. The chaotic divine power within you runs wild. Key refining 6th layer. Key refining 9th foundation establishment. Early foundation stage. Perfect completion crack. With a crisp, shattering sound in your body, the chaotic core in your dantian explodes. Then a golden black glowing orb, like the origin of the universe, slowly condenses. That's the divine demon core. Since the beginning of time, it's the first ever in the cultivation world. A forbidden core beyond the laws of heaven. You snap your eyes wide open. Left eye, blazing sun. Right eye, blood moon.
Even nascent soul-old monsters
Would tremble before this terrifying pressure. It erupts from your body. Power you clench your fist. Feeling inside you that strength to punch a star apart. A wild, cold grin forms at your lips. This is what it means to rule everything. Right then, a blood-soaked inner sect disciple's message talisman stumbles into the forbidden's ground. It explodes before Su Qing'an. Senior Sister Su, help. Elder Zhuanming has totally betrayed us. He's colluding with the demon sect. They're working together inside and out. They broke our sect's great formation. The demon sect master is leading 100,000 demonic cultivators. They're already storming the main peak. The sect master is badly hurt. The Ju-Yu sect is about to be wiped out. Hearing this desperate cry for help, Su Qing'an's face goes ghostly pale. Old dog Zhuanming. You let out a cold laugh. Murder flashes crazily in your eyes. It feels like blade energy that rips the sky. Can't hold back anymore. At that moment, the Ju-Yu main peak has become a true hell. Severed limbs everywhere. Blood flowing like rivers. Countless Ju-Yu disciples cry in despair under the demon sect's blade. Sob their last breaths. Elder Zhuanming, cloaked in blood, floats midder, laughing wildly. Beside him stands a figure, swallowed in blinding demonic energy. It's the demon sect leader, Li Potion. Thanks to your 7 strongest powerhouses, Ju-Yu sect master, stop pretending. Just hand over the control of the sacred tree. I might let you die in one piece.
power.
Li Potion stomps the wounded Ju-Yu master under his foot. His voice is ice cold. Dream on, you demon scum. You'll never touch the legacy of the sacred tomb. The Ju-Yu master coughs up blood, eyes riddled with despair. Refuse a toast, then you'll drink the hard way. I'll just wipe your whole sect out first. Li Potion snorts coldly.
He slowly raises his right hand.
Endless demonic energy turns into a massive, pitch-black hand, ready to crush tens of thousands of Ju-Yu disciples below. Smash them with one slap. All the disciples shut their eyes in despair. Right at that tense moment, from the direction of the sacred tree out back, suddenly a terrifying explosion that shakes all of the north erupts. Next, a 10,000-foot-long dark gold blade light, like divine judgment, slices through the giant black hand at once. Who are you? Li Potion's face twists. He snaps his head up and sees an ancient demon dragon 1,000 feet long, carrying a man and woman, crashing through the clouds and landing above the main peak. The dragon's wrath shakes the whole field. The demon sect's 100,000-strong army is instantly forced to their knees, unable to even raise their heads. It's Senior Sister Su. What's that demon dragon? Wait a second. That black-clothed kid standing on the dragon's head. Is Jang Yun the tomb guard's servant? The surviving Ju-Yu disciples see who's arrived, eyes about to pop out, and their minds go totally blank. The moment Elder Zhuanming sees you, It's like staring into death's face.
He shivers uncontrollably.
And screams in terror. Sect Master Li, that's him. He's the servant with the ancient Jang bloodline. Searched for so long with no luck. Yet here he is so easily. Li Potion's eyes burn with insane greed. His mid-stage nascent soul power erupts. Kid, come here. I'm gonna drain every drop of your blood. As a tribute for me. Facing this nascent soul powerhouse's threat. As you stand atop the dragon's head, you don't even bother to look up. You just slowly draw your long blade at your side. Old dog, your voice is calm. Way too noisy. Swing your blade once. No flashy moves. Just pure raw chaos. Blade intense slash. The greed on Li Potion's face doesn't even get the chance to fade. That mighty nascent soul body of his, along with his soul inside, with this one slash, is split in two like tofu. The top demon sect master of the north dies in a single blow. A mid-stage nascent soul killed instantly by a kid who just formed his core. There's utter deathly silence. Even the wind stops moving. Elder Zhuanming's grin freezes in place. He just stares at Li Potion's severed corpse as it drops. His pants are instantly soaked. His mind shatters on the spot. How is this possible? You ignore everyone's shock and slowly turn your head, locking your eyes across this battlefield, staring at the very heart of the sacred tomb, at the ultimate ancient grave never opened before. You can feel it. Whatever sealed inside is calling to your bloodline to walk the great road, defying fate itself. You whisper, just one more step. Thud Elder Zhuanming's knees buckle. He drops into the bloody puddle, staring at you like a demon god reborn, shaking so hard he looks like a drum, crying and sniffling uncontrollably. Jang Yang, please spare me, senior nephew. I lost my mind for a moment. I was captured by that fiend, Li Potion. Please, I'm begging you, for the sake of my years serving the sect, just let me go, like a fart in the wind. The mighty Grand Elder of the outer sect now looks like a broken, mangy dog, desperately bowing and begging for mercy before 100,000 people. This scene left all surviving disciples of the Nine Nether sect with a strong sense of unreality. The one who was once trampled by everyone, treated worse than a dog as a gravekeeper, is now the mysterious figure holding everyone's fate. You look down on Zhuanming from above, your eyes cold and emotionless, betraying the sect, slaughtering your own people, colluding with devils. Your voice isn't loud, but everyone hears you clearly, like a death sentence handed down. I shouldn't die, I can't be killed. I still have backing. Elder Zhuanming didn't even finish his sentence. When you simply waved your hand from afar, a formless chaos force instantly crushed Zhuanming's body. Like a tomato blown apart, he exploded midair into a bloody cloud, his soul completely destroyed, body and soul erased, decisive and merciless, fierce and ruthless. The 100,000 strong demon sect army, seeing their leader and greatest supporter slain in an instant, were scared out of their minds, threw down their weapons, and fled madly down the mountain. Did I say you could leave? You gave a cold snort. No need for you to act. The ancient dragon at your feet let out a thunderous roar. The dragon's jaws opened wide, breathing out black destruction fire, sweeping out like a tsunami. Shrill screams filled the sky. In just a heartbeat, all 100,000 demon cultivators were turned to ashes under its breath, not a drop of blood left. Wiping out 100,000 troops was as easy as picking something up. With the help of several elders, the Nine Nether sect master struggled to stand up. He looked at you standing proudly on the dragon's head, his eyes full of awe and fanaticism. He led the way and knelt without hesitation. 37 sect master of the Nine Nether sect, with the whole sect, greets the young master of the Taigu Jiang family. As the sect master shouted, on the main peak, tens of thousands of disciples and elders all dropped to their knees at once. Greetings, young master. Their voices shook the sky, echoing into the heavens. Liu Jing knelt at the very back, burying her head deep in the dirt, trembling all over, not even daring to look at you. He knew that in this life, he wasn't even worthy to look up to this man. But facing the whole sect's kneeling, you felt no attachment at all. Your eyes stayed fixed on the deepest part of the divine grave. Shinhan, I'm leaving this place to you. You left a single sentence behind, turned into a dark golden streak, and vanished instantly, heading straight for the ultimate ancient tomb, the deepest part of the heaven-bearing forbidden zone. There's no evil energy here, no chilling wind, just endless emptiness and deathly silence. At the center of the void, you spit your own essence blood, straight onto that seed. Then, using all your strength, you slammed the seed hard onto the ancient bronze coffin that was opening. Ultimate tomb, doomsday demon god detected. Host sacrificial act detected. All original essence blood offered. The ultimate immortal seed begins to grow. In a split second, time seemed to stop. The starseed touching the coffin instantly took root. In the world-ending demonic energy, it greedily absorbed the terrifying power from within, wildly and forcibly. What is this damn thing? My power. My true origin. Get away from me. Deep inside, the doomsday demon god let out a terrified, miserable scream. It struggled and roared, trying to destroy the seed, but against the system's absolute laws, even a doomsday demon god became nothing but perfect fertilizer. Boom! A massive world tree shot up, with the bronze coffin as its base, shooting toward the sky. Its crown split open the heavens of the netherworld, while its roots burrowed into infinite emptiness. Every leaf held a world of its own. Every branch carried the mysteries of the Tao. The primal world tree is now fully grown. You didn't hesitate, leapt straight in, rushing right into the core of creation's source. Boom! In that moment, all of Northern Wasteland's cultivator world, no all 3,000 states, every living being stopped what they were doing. They all looked up, shocked, staring toward the direction of the netherworld. All they saw was the world tree fading away. In its place stood a gigantic figure, bathed in the light of creation and destruction's ultimate flames. You closed your eyes. With each breath, stars fell from the sky. The Tao thundered. Nascent soul, ascension. Return to void unity, grand completion, tribulation. In this moment, your power broke past mortal limits, reaching this world's highest peak. Is this the power of a god? You slowly opened your eyes, your gaze piercing the endless void. Saw those trembling on the main peak of the sect. Saw those hiding in various holy lands, shaken and pale-faced old monsters. And beyond this land, the vast ocean of stars in the universe. You raised your hand and gently waved. With your single wave, the ancient bronze coffin that suppressed countless years, along with the drained doomsday demon god inside, were wiped away and turned to cosmic dust, blown away by the wind. The fate that haunted the Jang clan for millennia ended by your own hand right then. In the Nine Nether sect, Su Qing'an lifted her head, looking at the sky, at that majestic figure like the very god of creation. Tears slid from her clear, cold eyes. She knew this man no longer belonged to this world. He was a true dragon of the heavens, destined to soar above countless realms. You bowed your head, gave one last look to the grave that once drove you to despair, and then to rise. You smiled faintly, but left no speech or declarations behind. You just turned around and took a single step, and the void opened automatically, revealing a great path to higher dimensions. Your figure faded into the clouds, leaving only that legendary phrase, "Heaven and earth are timeless."